You have to pick a purpose because a purpose is a point of reference. It's a target. It's the goal. It's the thing that you continue to find when you get confused or when you don't know what to do. It's your anchor. It's your beacon in this lifetime. And a purpose, it doesn't have to be extravagant, and it doesn't have to be super deep or super important. It just has to be something that when you wake up every morning at the top of the morning and in the afternoon when you're trying to recenter and at the end of the day when you take account of all of the actions that you have done and how you feel about them and how much more blessed you are because of it or how much more fulfilled in this experience you are because of it. That's the thing that we have to look at. It does not have to be this end all be all type of thing. And also purposes change over time. It changes with the versions of yourself that come forth. But let's talk about what a purpose could be. A purpose doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be, some superhero villain takedown mission. It doesn't have to be that. It could be something as simple as my purpose in life is to have the best experiences I could possibly have. And with that realization that that is your purpose in life, every day you will wake up in expectation for the best experiences that you could possibly have because you know in your heart of hearts that's what you're here for. You're here to experience life in greatness. And so that's what you expect. And consequently, because of the laws of the universe, that's what you will get. But the knowledge, the identification, and the recognition that that is what you were here for is what needed to happen first to create conditions that in the morning your expectation is to have the best experiences. The acknowledgement of the fact that your only purpose here is to have the best experiences possible activates the expectation to have the best experiences possible because that's the only thing you're here for. That's your purpose. You may have some unpleasant experiences here or there, but that's just to remind you and give you a point of reference of what enjoyable actually really is. You can't have happy without sad. You don't know what it means to be happy unless you've experienced the feeling of sadness. So even if your purpose is to have the best enjoyment or to have the best experiences that you can possibly have, right? At some point you're going to experience the opposite just to keep you in line, just so that you remember what you're here for. You could determine that your purpose here on earth is to be the best parent that you could possibly be. And so every morning you're in parent mode and your expectation is to do everything you need to do in order to be a great parent. You also could determine that your purpose is just to be here to observe life, like to observe and to see life and the way that it changes and the way that it transforms. And in the meanwhile, you just do other little things that you enjoy. Like if you got to get a job because you got to pay bills, then you'll just find a little thing that you enjoy about that thing. Because ultimately, you know that you're not here to solely commit to and be with that thing that you're doing just to make sure that you can make ends meet. You know that you're here just to watch the way everything is supposed to go down from 2024 to 2035. You're just here to watch, to observe, and to experience what this journey that we call life. Maybe that's your purpose. It's lots of purposes that you could have. Maybe your purpose is to show up in this life as an artist. Maybe your purpose is to show up in this life as a justice keeper. And so you go off and you be a paralegal or you be an attorney. I don't know. The selections and the purposes are, it's infinite. You could do anything. Your purpose, you could determine that your purpose is anything, okay? And if I were you and I didn't know my purpose yet, I think the first thing that I would do is just pick something that feels good or pick something that's already taken place in your life right now, okay? If you pick something that's already taken place in your life right now, you get two things. You can, one, decide on whether or not this is something that you're going to continue to do, right? Because if you say, I'm a school teacher and I believe that my purpose in life is to teach children, right? But then you start to sit with that. Like, this is all my life is going to be. That's all my purpose is. My only purpose is to teach children. Is that fulfilling to me? Is that enough for me? Or do I feel like I need something bigger? Or do I need something smaller, more manageable? Maybe having the purpose of only being here to teach children is too big. Maybe that's too big of a purpose for you. Or maybe it's too small. I don't want to just teach children. I think that my purpose is to teach all humans. all humankind. But if you are without a purpose and you want to start somewhere, I would start with what you're already doing. Take an inventory. I am working at a grocery store and I'm bagging. Do I feel like my purpose is to have small jobs, or do I feel like my purpose is to serve people in this vicinity for the rest of my life? And if your answer is no, then that's when you start to decide, okay, well, what are some things that I actually do enjoy doing throughout my day? What experiences have I had that thoroughly brought joy to me? And I would pick one of those things, one of those activities, one of those experiences, one of those positions, one of those jobs, and I would say, this is my purpose in life. And if it feels right to you, go with it. But if it feels wrong to you, you got to keep looking. And don't stop, because if you stop looking, you typically don't find it. Okay? I'm sure that could be argued, but for the sake of this video, if you stop looking, then that's not where you're focused your energy on. You're not focused on doing your purpose. Okay? I just wanted to add some encouragement on making you more comfortable with the idea of looking for a purpose, because your purpose is literally fulfilling it. That is what literally brings you your satisfaction. It's like being a tool in a tool shed that was made for something, but the tool don't know what it was made for. Of course the creator knows what it was made for, but tool itself doesn't know what it's made for. So it's being used for all other things and it's not finding enjoyment, so it thinks that it's made wrong or it's doing something wrong. No, it's just that you don't know what you were made for. And you need to figure out what you were made for by having experiences and putting yourself in different positions and situations, to have moments of clarity, to have moments to say, you know what, this is not gonna work for me. I need to be doing something else. Because when you find it, because a purpose is literally what you're made for. So if you don't do that thing, you're slightly useless for the purpose that you were made for. Okay, I'm sure you could do other things. I'm sure you could do other things, like pliers could take the job of a can opener in some way. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you would enjoy your life so much more if you knew what your purpose was, even if the purpose was on a small scale. It's my ideal that the purpose of butterflies is just to give life a touch of beauty, a touch of pizzazz. That's what I think life of butterflies are for. It's just to be cute for a few moments in time, to make life more spectacular. It's a small purpose, but it is such a great impact on a grand scheme. Make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. And please visit www.GodstyleBilal.com in order to leave me a gift or a tip. And I just want to say thank you all for the support and the love that you have been giving. We have recently reached 10,000 subscribers. And so that means that 10,000 people have been reached and touched by the messages that the universe, that the divine wants to show, wants to demonstrate, and wants to reveal. So thank you. Until next time.